Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. So, former Deputy President RIGGY G or Rigathi Gachagua, the other name is Geoffrey, attended a funeral in his backyard. That's Mount Kenya or Murima, and I think to be specific it's the region of Limuru. And then somehow he was roughed up. Apparently some goons were hired, and then they disrupted an otherwise peaceful funeral service. So how did the country degenerate to that extent where a peaceful Kenyan is blocked or disrupted so that he doesn't address, or she doesn't address mourners or any other social function for that matter. So the fact that RIGGY G has influence and has support of many people in his backyard or the Mount Kenya region, and not necessarily Mount Kenya. Right now, RIGGY G has gotten favor or is being supported by even people who initially did not like RIGGY G, because there are many people who did not like the issue of Adani, the issue of overtaxation, which RIGGY G of late has come out and said that those are the things which put him in trouble. Those are the things he has been trying to tell the cabinet or the government that is not right. And that's how RIGGY G has managed to be a darling to many people, especially the lower Gada, or the people who are struggling, the hustlers, who previously supported the current government. So why did the Kenya government degenerate to that extent where you try and curtail, you try and block people from having that freedom of movement and expression? Because even if RIGGY G was to say anything in the funeral service, it's his right. There is freedom of speech as long as he doesn't abuse anyone or cause any fracas. So why would anyone take RIGGY G as a threat to an extent of spoiling the general image the way they did? In my opinion, that thing was just crap. It does more harm to the reputation of the current regime more than to RIGGY G himself. In fact, RIGGY G is becoming famous each day if they continue doing such kind of things. Because let RIGGY G just be like any other Kenyan. Right now he's just an ordinary citizen. So let him enjoy the privileges of a former deputy president. Let him have the freedom of expression, freedom of movement like any Kenyan. But the idea of following him around with unmarked vehicles and trying to intimidate him so that he doesn't address mourners, and trying to show that you can make him nothing, that will not work. Actually, it will backfire and make RIGGY G more famous than what he is right now. So whatever is happening right now is just stupid and unnecessary. It's just unnecessary, because why would you beat up people, disrupt a peaceful function? What happens to the mourners? Because in that instance, you did not even respect the fact that there was a family which was mourning. and they were just doing a normal service to bury their loved one. But because of political ego and selfish interests, you don't care about that family which was mourning a loved one. All your focus was on RIGGY G. So I would really advise handlers of these kind of things to go slow. There's no need of trying to follow RIGGY G everywhere he goes. Already, you guys have managed to push him out of power. So just leave him. Leave him. Let him be an ordinary Kenyan. Let him enjoy the privileges of being a Kenyan. He has a right to attend any other function, whatever as long as he's not doing anything wrong. But sponsoring goons to go and disrupt and rough him up doesn't help anything. In fact, it makes him more famous. You cannot. What is that image? What image do you get when you go beating up or roughing up a former deputy president like Aburukenge, the way they did? That's how Kenyans call it, roughing up somebody like Aburukenge. So it's not fair. It's not fair, and I think the handlers or whoever was the mastermind of this should just mature. They should just be mature a little bit, and just bear in mind that the more they do these kind of silly things, the more they make RIGGY G more famous, and he even gets a grip, even better grip to the Mount Kenya region and all the sympathizers. He becomes more famous slow by slow as long as they do this, to an extent where anybody who has the support of RIGGY G in the next elections will just win by midday. So the government needs to be cautious, or the handlers of whoever is trying to follow RIGGY G everywhere he goes. They should go slow on this. It's working against them. It's actually favoring RIGGY G because he gets more sympathy. He gets more sympathy and fame as you do this. And at the end of the day, it's not fair. He's just an ordinary Kenyan right now. You pushed him out. Let him enjoy his life. Let him enjoy his freedom of movement, expression, and speech. All right, guys. That's what I didn't like. This man should be left to do his things, as long as he's not interfering with anybody, as long as he's not interfering with any government legal operations. You see, but politics, he's a politician. You cannot stop him. How do you want to force somebody to just, a politician, to just sit there? He's still a politician, even if he's not a deputy president anymore. All right. See you next one in another episode. Bye-bye. Thank you.